Once upon a time, in a cozy little bakery nestled on the corner of a bustling street, a cookie named Jack was born. He was a splendid cookie with chocolate chips that sparkled like tiny stars and a golden brown hue that made him irresistible. One sunny morning, a kind lady bought Jack, but instead of eating him, she placed him on a windowsill to enjoy the view outside. Jack loved watching the world go by, but he often wondered what adventures lay beyond the glass. One breezy afternoon, as Jack was daydreaming about the world outside, a gentle gust of wind brought him a new friend. Fluffy, a plump and cheerful apple, rolled right up to the windowsill. "Hello there," Fluffy greeted with a smile as bright as the sun. "I'm Fluffy. What's your name?" Jack, who had never spoken to anyone before, shyly introduced himself. From that moment on, Jack and Fluffy became the best of friends. They spent their days sharing stories and dreams. Fluffy told Jack all about the orchard where he had grown, with trees that reached up to tickle the clouds and apples that danced in the breeze. Jack shared his dreams of exploring the world beyond the window, of seeing the mountains that touched the sky and the rivers that sparkled under the moonlight. One day, as they were chatting about their latest dreams, a mischievous squirrel named Squeaky scampered up to the windowsill. Squeaky had overheard their conversation and had an idea. "Why don't you two go on an adventure together?" Squeaky suggested, his eyes twinkling with excitement. "The world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered." Jack and Fluffy looked at each other, their hearts racing with the thrill of adventure. They decided it was time to see the world beyond the windowsill. With Squeaky's help, they crafted a little parachute out of a napkin for Fluffy, and Jack, being a cookie, was light enough to float gently down to the ground. Together, they embarked on a journey filled with laughter and joy. They explored the bustling city, with its towering buildings and colourful markets. They ventured into the countryside, where the air was fresh and the fields stretched out like a patchwork quilt. Along the way, they met many other friends, each with their own stories and dreams. They danced with leaves that swirled in the autumn breeze, sang with the birds that greeted the dawn, and marveled at the stars that lit up the night sky. Jack and Fluffy discovered that the world was even more beautiful and wondrous than they had imagined. And so, Jack the cookie and Fluffy the apple, with hearts full of joy and heads full of dreams, continued their adventure, knowing that no matter how far they travelled, they had each other. Together, they found that the greatest adventures are not just about the places you go, but the friends you make along the way.